course, this new time we are following the 38 Studios scandal, the potential for the state to take a major hit. We are expecting to hear more later today about an independent report warning Rhode Island's bond rating could be reduced to junk status if taxpayers don't repay the bonds associated with 38 Studios. So what will that do to the state? Well, Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly just spoke with Governor Lincoln Chafee moments ago. He has new details now from the mobile newsroom. Sean?
Danielle, in a state with the highest unemployment rate in the country, disagreement now over whether or not to repay a loan guarantee to Curt Schilling's video game company that failed. That disagreement is now making it possible that Rhode Island will pay the highest interest rates in the country.
My priority right now is to get back and talk to my team.
And what are you telling your team?
It's the latest high-profile symbol of failure in Rhode Island. In 2010, the taxpayers guaranteed a $75 million loan to former Boston Red Sox ace pitcher Curt Schilling to help him start a video game company he called 38 Studios. Turned out the company went bankrupt. Now, 4 years later, lawmakers are arguing over whether the taxpayers should pay back the bondholders or default on the loan guarantee.
We feel very strongly the state needs to needs to stay with the commitment that it has, and the obligation is to make that payment.
The leader of a government watchdog group argues that not paying back the bonds would make a bad situation much worse. He's not alone. Two separate agencies that rate bonds are saying defaulting on the bonds would trigger a severe downgrade of Rhode Island's bond rating, giving it the lowest state bond rating in the country. That would make the cost of borrowing money for a variety of other public projects, such as schools and roads, much more expensive. According to one study, defaulting on the bonds for 38 Studios would cost taxpayers anywhere from $36 million to $362 million more than paying back the bondholders would cost. Governor Lincoln Chafee, who never liked the idea of issuing the bonds in the first place, likes the idea of defaulting on the bonds even less.
We cannot have the credit agencies devastate us with lowering our ratings. That's number one. No one would want to come to do business here if we default on this. Secondly, we're trying to be successful with our lawsuit, which recoups the money for the Rhode Island taxpayers, and the lawsuit depends in great part on paying this obligation. So I think any governor, a candidate for governor that doesn't see these two truths is really unfit to serve here. These are very, very important for the future of Rhode Island. Number one,
unfit to serve. That's a strong statement, Governor.
Absolutely. I feel very strongly about this.
Now, this afternoon, the House Finance Committee is set to hear from a consultant whose report predicts that Rhode Island's bond rating would be reduced to junk status if the legislature goes ahead and defaults on the loan guarantee for 38 Studios. Junk status. Live at the State House with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.